GMC's compact SUV may be called the Terrain, but this particular one was made for the street. The GMC Terrain was redesigned for 2025 and launched in an entry-level elevation trim with all-wheel drive, but for 2026, new models have been added to the lineup. They include a front-wheel drive elevation, a lightly off-roady AT4, and this top-of-the-line, almost luxurious Denali. All of them come standard and are only available with a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It's rated at 175 horsepower with 184 pound-feet of torque in the two-wheel drive model, 203 pound-feet with all-wheel drive. The front-wheel drive elevation also has a continuously variable automatic transmission, while the all-wheel drive Terrains have an 8-speed automatic. And the AT4 and Denali only come with all-wheel drive. Now, if this looks a little familiar to you, that may be because it's basically the same vehicle mechanically as the Chevrolet Equinox, which was also updated for 2025. On the exterior, the main things that set them apart are their front and rear styling, but there are bigger differences on the inside. Both have a digital instrument cluster and touchscreen infotainment system display, but while the latter is a landscape-oriented widescreen in the Equinox, the Terrain gets this portrait-oriented tablet setup that's similar to the one you find in the GMC Sierra and GMC Yukon. It's 15 inches across, has a row of climate control toggles at the bottom, and a volume knob. But the infotainment system is very similar to the Equinox's. It has Google built in that lets you download apps from the Play Store, but also Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration. Personally, I prefer this, easy to reach, lots of space on the screen, and the icons are well positioned. The Terrain gets a slightly fancier interior, this one with leather appointed seats, snazzy looking carpets, and textured wood trim. The Denali's front seats are even ventilated and heated, and the rear outboard seats heated as well. And there's a lot of leg room back there, easy to fit a 6'1" passenger behind a 6'1" driver. Cargo area has a volume of just under 30 feet, not the biggest in the class, but about par for the course. The Denali also comes with a video rear view mirror and a 360-degree bird's eye view camera. Now, I can imagine you might be thinking 175 horsepower, that doesn't sound like a whole lot. Well, I can tell you it's enough. I know a lot of compact SUVs these days have 200, 300, 400, even more than 600 in some of the electric models. But for just getting around, you don't need more than this in a vehicle this size. The front-wheel drive Terrain has a tow rating of 800 pounds. All-wheel drive models, 1,500 pounds. And the Denali comes with a tow hitch. Not something you always think about with a vehicle, but the turning circle on this one is very tight. Some might say too tight. One significant enhancement the Denali gets over the other trims is a set of smart frequency dampers. These are shocks that passively adjust their stiffness, so they're softer over little bumps, but when they get compressed, they firm up to keep the body under control going around curves. Personally, I think every vehicle that doesn't have a computer-controlled suspension should have something like this. It's just really the icing on the cake, but they do cost more than conventional dampers, so they're still a premium feature. The all-wheel drive Terrain has a not particularly common feature for a crossover SUV that lets you lock it in front-wheel drive for the best efficiency. Although even when it's in all-wheel drive, it's primarily a front-wheel drive vehicle and just sends power to the rear when it needs the extra traction. As far as efficiency is concerned, according to the EPA, the actual front-wheel drive Terrain gets 27 miles per gallon combined, and the all-wheel drive models 25 miles per gallon combined. And that's my only real knock on this vehicle. Those numbers are not fantastic. What would be fantastic is if you can get this in a hybrid model, which you can't, at least not yet. General Motors is planning to start introducing new hybrids to its lineups in 2027. Hasn't confirmed the Terrain's going to get one, but I do think the Equinox will. And since they're basically the same vehicle, I might actually hold my breath for a hybrid Terrain. Yeah, maybe not for a year though. All Terrains have a full suite of standard electronic driver aids, including automatic emergency brakes, pedestrian detection systems, and adaptive cruise control, and blind spot warning. And this has One of my favorite features in the automobile industry, the safety alert seat, which gives you a little tap on your butt cheek to let you know if there's a vehicle or a person or a cyclist on the side of you, and hits both of them when there's something in front of you about to run into. And it's all very appropriate because this is just a machine, right? Well, actually, I'm not sure. Hey, Google, is the GMC Terrain an intelligent being?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
I guess not, but might be a smart buy.